recording.
To the landscape.
The orientation of your design to look portraits, you leave it like this. You want it to look a landscape, you click this. You can see this is landscape, this is portrait. If you notice, what it's doing is that it's alternating the values for each other. If I click here to bring the value up down, if I click here to bring that value down up. Are you getting it now?
Yes.
This is a basic flyer design. Then once you are done, just click on create. To automatically create. You can see what we have now. We have an A5 environment to work with. Okay.
Okay.
So first thing first, you want to click on this padlock button here. Once it is to unlock. That padlock button is to unlock the layer. Now there's something we call layer lock. Now look at the padlock.
Okay.
It means you have limited things you can do on this layer. Okay. So this padlock button means layer lock. Please, somebody joined. I don't know this.
So the first thing first, when you create a new file, you have to unlock the layer.
That's the first thing you need to do. Once you create a new document, a new project, you see the layer by your right hand side like this. You see a padlock by this end of the layer. All you need to do is just bring your mouse there, click on it just once, and it unlocks the layer for you. Then you can start working on it. You can see.
Okay.
Start working on it. So the first thing you want to do is, what are we designing? And even if you make mistake and you want to change the orientation, you just click on image. You come on image rotation. You just click on 90 degrees to invert it back. Are you seeing that?
Yeah.
All right.
Image.
That's when you want to change.
You want to change. You want to turn the orientation. Just the same way we do it in CorelDraw. So you just come here, you click on image, you come to image rotation, then put it on 90 degrees clockwise, then it comes back. But I just want us to understand that. So basically now, this is the environment for for Photoshop. Now, if you look at the left-hand side here, these are the toolbars. The common one is the pick tool. We have this one is called Mark You tool. What does Mark You tool do? If you select on Mark You tool, if I click this like this, okay. Now, what Mark You tool does is that it is capable of cutting out exactly the portion you draw that mark you over it, to cut it out so that to take it to a new destination. That is what Mark You tool does. We'll make a practice with it and we'll see how it is used. Then we have our polygon lasso tool. These are for cutting. That's the way we have our shape tool in CorelDraw. These are for cutting. Okay. And we have our wand, magic wand. This one too has its own functionality for removing and adding particular function. Then we have our cropping tool. Of course, we know what cropping is all about. Then when we move down, we have our frame tool. Now this is what, now you can see that this is the good thing about Photoshop, especially if you are using the latest version. It gives you an insight of what that tool can do. Are you getting it now? It gives an insight of what the tool can be used for. Now this is our color eyedropper, just like our CorelDraw. Sorry, I don't know why I'm shouting CorelDraw, Photoshop in CorelDraw. Just the way we did in CorelDraw. Color eyedropper to picks a color and drops it in another image or layer that we've created. Then we move to our healing brush. Now, when you see some pictures, some persons, they will take photograph, they will have marks, they will have scars on their face. But when the picture is finally printed, you will not notice it again. This is one of the things that does that magic, and we have a handful of them, okay? When you take a picture at night, there's this tendency the lens will make the eyeballs to be red. Have you noticed that before?
Yeah. Right there.
Yes,
Yes, yes.
the eyes will be red. It will be reddish in nature, right?
Yeah.
Hello,
Yes, we are with you. Yes, that's true.
I'm with you.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, that's great. So now this tool does that. This healing brush, it does that. We are going to do a lot of practice with that. Okay, we'll bring an image that is having something, a scar. You want to remove that scar, make the face look smooth. This is where we do all of that. Content awareness, you want to cut something out and you want it to look as if they've not cut anything out of that place. This is where you do all of those manipulations. Okay, then next is we come to our brush tool. You can see this is what a brush tool can do. When you see some designs that are having that brush effect, and we can also download brush plugins also. This is what it can do. Then we have our clone stamp tool. Now, what does our clone stamp tool does? This is what it does. It can extend a particular what frame or layer more than what it originally is. That is what clone stamp, just the way you see in that image. That's what it does. Okay. So from there we move to our history brush. Now history brush is used to add a particular effect. It used to copy a particular effect from one place to another, and is also used to remove a particular effect from one place to another. That's what history brush does. Okay, and we have a hand pick of them. Then we now move to our eraser. Of course, as the name implies now, it removes what we don't want to be there. Okay, that's what eraser do. Then we have our paint bucket. The same thing as in CorelDraw. Paint bucket is when you use your color eyedropper, you can use your paint bucket to fill color. Okay, to fill color that has a uniform background. Then there we move down to our smudge. Our smudge tool can be used to either make a particular region brighter or make it very dark. Okay, that's depending on what we want to do. Then from there we move down to our pen tool, which is, I call it the oga patapata of them all. We have our pen tool. Now pen tool is the replica of freehand tool in CorelDraw. Lizzie, hope you can understand what I'm saying.
Yes, I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, pen tool is the replica. We can use pen tool to create anything we want. So pen tool is the replica, but you must always bring back your pen tool back to where you started from. Just like this. If I've done something like this, I have to
Okay,
come back and
it's
create
just like the freehand tool.
freehand tool in CorelDraw. Exactly. So that's how it works. And we also have handful of them too. So we'll pick them and we'll see how they work. Okay, for different purposes. And we have our text also. Our text is for applying, adding text to our design. Okay, it's vertical. We have both the vertical and horizontal, and we have dotted line. That is the marks, and we have normal. Then from there we go down to our part selection tool. You want to select a part today. You want to select a particular part. This is what does it. If you want to select it, click and you move. Click and you select that particular part. Okay, and we have just two of them, the path and the direction selection tool. Okay, so then we now move to our shapes. In CorelDraw, you don't forget we had them differently. We have ellipse differently, and we had a rectangle differently, but here we have them packed under one place. This is a rectangle, this is a round rectangle, then we have the ellipse, we have the polygon, and blah of them. So this is, for instance, this is the rectangle. Okay, this is the rectangle we've drawn, and I can decide to give it something. Okay, now watch. Let's say here I will say 30. It might not be that obvious. Are you seeing it? You're seeing what is happening? Are you noticing anything?
The shape. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So CorelDraw is quite simple, straightforward than this, but this will give you a better result.
Yes.
Someone is saying something. Hello, who is saying something? Okay, that is that. So we are going to go further from there. Where are we? We are here, right? So go here. This is a normal rectangle, just the way we've done. Now this is our hand tool. Hand tool is basically, let's assume this is this large, and I don't want to come here and start scrolling up and scrolling down. I want to be able to move it without changing anything. So hand tool comes handy here. All you do is just press the space back here and hold it. You see your hand shows automatically. Then I can move it. I can move it. Just click and move. You can see I'm not changing anything. Okay. So that's where that comes handy. So we have our zoom tool, which is on the keyboard. The shortcut is Z, just the same with CorelDraw. You click on your Z, just click in, click out, say fit. So those are the things we need to know. So I've successfully explained every of these tools. These are things you need to know before you can successfully make any very creative and great design. Please, any question? I need questions now, please. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
My
you.
question is that
Hello?
are you hearing me, Francis?
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, what did
I
you
have a question.
what did you say, Lizzie?
Yes, I have a question. My question is that each of these tools actually have embedded tools in them.
Yes.
Now, does those embedded tools does the same job with the tools that are displayed?
No, they do slightly different job, but in the same direction.
So as time goes on, we get to know what other those tools does,
Yes,
right?
what those tools does, yes. More questions, please. More questions, please. No question?
Um,
No question for now.
Okay,
No
Samuel.
question for now.
Okay, Onyebuchi,
Please,
one question.
about this background, I don't know if it's a background tool that has the pink color and then the white underneath behind it. Now, what's the function of that particular tool?
Okay.
Yes, that one.
Now this is called, the one on top of it is called the foreground color, while the one behind it is background color. Now when they say there is something they call forecolor and background color in Photoshop, this is something we are going to get used to. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
As the good news is, as we design, we are going to get used to these things as we design. That is just what I
please,
want.
what am I installing? This files are so many.
You said?
I'm trying to install the CorelDraw, but there are so many in the folder.
CorelDraw or Photoshop?
Is this set up? I mean, Photoshop. Is this set up?
You know what? Send me a screenshot, please. Just send a screenshot to my WhatsApp now. I'll reply you what you do. So please, any more questions?
Nope.
No questions, right?
What version of Photoshop is this?
It is 2020. Creative Cloud, Adobe Photoshop CC 2020.
Okay.
Hello, Francis.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this Samuel. I succeeded in downloading the copy,
Okay.
but I'm still encountering the same issue. So I've been trying to install things,
Okay,
but
this is what we'll do after now. For those that are having issues installing, please try and get TeamViewer from Google and install on your PC. After now, I will try and connect to your PC from here. Then I'll try and help out and work out what will be best for all of us.
I have TeamViewer already.
Okay, that's cool. That will be cool. So I'll be connecting to you. All you all you do is just share me your login IDs. That's all. I'll connect to you. Then I will try and fix what the issue is. Okay. All right. Any other person? Because my joy is when this class finally kickstarts, once I'm designing anything here, you guys should also be able to design there. Okay?
Yeah.
So what I will do is the
Okay.
exercise files for each day, I'll package it so that it will get to everybody. In fact, I'll drop it on my Google Drive. I'll package all the files you are going to play with. I'll put it on my Google Drive. Then I'll share the link to everybody. All you do is just get it to your PC. Then when we are designing, you know what we are doing and you know exactly why we are doing it. Are we
Okay.
together?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So in absence of no question, then I believe the introductory class has been a success. Am I right or right?
Wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
All of the above.
is my statement confusing? Is it logical?
Not at all.
Okay. Sir, you've not told us your name, oh, Nokia 3. You've not told us your name. We are just saying Nokia 3. Okay, I will start with myself. I'm by name Francis Adegbe, and I'm the host for this graphic master class. We've been doing this for, is it 2, 3 weeks now? Okay, we started with CorelDraw, and we are done with CorelDraw. All the videos are on the YouTube channel. Okay, now we are on Photoshop, and by the grace of God, before this week ends, we'll run through Photoshop. Basically, Photoshop is all about layer and mask. Then we'll move to Adobe Illustrator. Then I intend to teach InDesign, but that will be dependent on our response to how we respond to class assignments and how we practice outside the class. Okay, so I'm Francis. You meet Esther. Esther is the chubby mama of the house. The mama will sabi. Meet Lizzie, the iPhone user. Then meet Samuel, my consistent student.
We'll make it one day.
Esther, now don't take this thing personal. So let Nokia 3 tell us who he is and why he has not been joining us since now. Since then.
Okay. I still remember this is by name.
Okay.
A friend to Mr. Sam. So I
Oh,
joined through
oh,
the
oh,
link.
oh, 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 Sam, you are the one that we chatted. Okay. So you try and edit your profile so that it reflects your Esther. Esther has done hers. iPhone user, try and change your profile, auntie, so that once we see us, we'll know that this is this, this is that. Okay. So
No problem.
it's really nice here. Um, please, Samuel, share the YouTube playlist I shared with you to him so that he can watch the
Okay.
CorelDraw version of it and he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be fine. Everything we need to know about design from scratch has been handled. So the good thing about designing is you don't need anybody to teach you concept. All you need to be taught is how to use these tools. Once you are familiar with the tools, trust me, when you see any concept, you can bring it to life. Are we together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We designed something the other day, and when I put it up on my status, a lot of reactions came up that no, it's not real, it's not true, it's not that, it's not this. And I started laughing. I said, ah, you have no right not to believe this, because if you doubt, I will still replicate it. My students will still replicate it. We are growing. You are doubting. Who is losing? So now this is an example I want to do now. I am trying to make something, and I want us
Hey,
to.
these people are mad. Man.
Hello.
Yeah, okay.
Have you sent me the?
No, I think I've gotten how to do it. It's installing, but it has been on 22% since.
No wonder somebody is. Okay. All right. So now, are you noticing something? Watch. Are you noticing
Yes.
anything? You are seeing an automatic violet line is coming up, right?
Mm.
Are you noticing some violet line? That is the ruler, automatic ruler. It helps you measure and keep it to the center. You don't need to do alignment here. You don't need anything like alignment here. So that is it. So now watch to duplicate this. How do I do this? I will press alternate key down, hold it. Once you press alternate key, notice how the mouse becomes. The mouse becomes double. Are you seeing that?
Yeah.
I'll click and drag down. Hope you are noticing everything I'm doing. So this is where
Yeah, watching.
my text box will come and play. So I'll say, so when I say Adobe, I'm going to do that. Anytime you finish typing any text, always press Control Enter.
This Francis, hello, Francis, please, can you come back? How did you get that rounded shape?
You mean this on this rectangle?
Yes, the smaller rectangle.
Just draw a normal rectangle. You and I know. It looks like this, right?
Yeah.
So when you draw a normal rectangle like that, on this property sheet, you scroll down. Now look at this edge. If look at there are four for
Yeah.
the first side, okay? There are four for the
Yes.
first side.
Yes.
If I click on this chain, it means anything I'm doing here will affect the whole side. If this chain is not clicked, anything I'm doing will only affect that part. Now watch for example, I've removed the chain. I'll click here and I'll increase. Did you see that it's just affecting one place?
Mm.
Now I will undo.
Yes.
Then I'll chain it. I'll click here again. I'll do this. Did you see that?
That
Did
is
you,
if you unchain it, it will affect both sides.
you said?
Is it that when you unchain it, it will affect both sides of the
It will affect
object?
the
It
four
will
sides.
affect only one. If you chain
When
it,
it
it will
is
affect
chained,
the
you are
first
telling
side.
it all these four angles. I want it to affect it at the same time. But when I unchain it,
Mm.
anything I'm doing now is going to affect only that side.
Okay.
Hope we are seeing it now. You see how it's looking now. You see this one is even looking
Yeah.
more fanciful than the one we did.
Mm. All right. Is this all for today?
No, this is not all for today. I just want to show us how to do this and also how to write text. Now, if I want to write text, how do I do this? I'll just come on text, pick text. I'll click here. Then it comes up. All I'll write is, um, let's say we are doing app. Then you come in. So we are going to do this. Now you make this look big. Then you get another text. Then you come here and change the font size. We want to make it something small. So the next one comes here, you say login. Hope you are seeing what I'm doing. So how is it looking now? Is it not looking like an interface already?
Yes.
So all you do is click on this, press your alternate key, drag it down, drag it down, drag it down. So here, I'll turn this to black. Wow. So you can see it's actually behind this. So you see how we are bringing to front now. You see it was behind it. I now traced it. This is the rectangle it's behind. Then I'm bringing this to front. Then I'll make it smaller. Then this is what I will do. I will edit it. I will say